State Champs Indiana is your source for Indiana high school sports. Following an incredible fall sports season, we're back in business.
We got a hoops du jour of highlights ahead and a county that's killing it as far as some of the best girls basketball teams in the state.
Let's rock. State Champs starts now. Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Lauren Plant, and we are so pumped to get State Champs back on the air. This is the best time of year, hoop season. You feel me? We're presented by Lawrence Technological University.
I'm Kiara Hay. We've got a blitzkrieg of basketball highlights ahead, but we're also hitting the mat for a pair of heated wrestling matchups. That's right. Our main event features action from the Meridian County tournament as 7th-ranked Lawrence North took on Decatur Central. That's later, but the high school hoops hysteria starts now. We begin in Southport and an opener in the Meridian County tourney. Strong senior class for the visiting Indianapolis Lutheran Saints, looking to get back to 500 after a narrow defeat at the hands of Providence Cristo Rey. The home Cardinals coming in winners of 4 in a row, including over Brownsburg and New Palestine. And the Cards wouldn't waste any time. The senior Brian Miller will go alone here. Basket, Cards grab an early advantage. It's been 8 seasons since Lutheran has won a county tourney game. Saints fighting back. Andrew Hoover spots Joe Falbian, the sophomore, with the triple from the deep corner. Southport retorts. Matthew Munoz knocks it loose, and he is off to the races. Contested layup, count it, hoop, and the harm. Cards could beat you inside and outside. Jawan Moore, the catch and shoot tray from behind the long line. Southport with a sizable advantage at the break. Second half, Saints picking up the pace. Off the screen, Riley Wilson nails the jumper. Indy Lutheran in striking distance, down 30-21 with a little under 2 minutes in the third. But the Cards came to play and closed it out the rest of the way. Munoz over to Jawan Moore. Money. Munoz dishing dimes all night, this time down low to Chaz Hines. Southport gets their 7th win of the season, defeating Indianapolis Lutheran 45-34. More boys hoops now as we invade George Washington High. Host for Providence Cristo Rey squad, the 8-3 Wolves bringing in the visiting Bishop Chatard Trojans, record-wise an even match. The young talented Wolves riding a 4-game winning streak. Off the loose ball, Cristo Rey in white scoops it up. The junior Jimmy Darbone going left, finishing strong. Trojans coming off a 6-point loss on the road to Guerin Catholic, looking to bounce back on this road trip. Sophomore guard Noah Carter there for the Trojan board. BC pushing the tempo. Carter catching them napping. Dribble drive and the up and under. Trojans keep it even. Still in the first half, Chatard with the possession. Carter sends it over to Idris Redmond. Strong to the 10. Give him the and one. Trojans took the lead, and it grew to double digits through the break. Wolves battling back in the third. Shots not falling for Cristo Rey, but the small forward playing large. Chris Mason, the heady pickup, slash to the rack. Wolves got within 9, trailing 35-26. But the Trojans, too much. Nice ball movement until Redmond cashing in again. Bishop Chatard, too many buckets as they defeat Providence Cristo Rey 57-44. Trojans now 9-4 on the campaign.
Now it's time for some basketball from the girls' side. We head over to Monrovia to catch up with the Bulldogs and see if they would have a strong enough bite to take on the visiting Mustangs of Edgewood. Monrovia with some momentum coming off a win over Beech Grove in their last bout, and Edgewood would look to get on the winning edge back after falling by just a single point to Brown County last game. Anyone's ball game, let the Hoops take this one. Edgewood would be off to a nice lead. Mustangs down court, Taylor Minnick over to Trista Helms, and the center seals 2 points. Edgewood up 15-8 early in the second quarter. But the Bulldogs keep pace. Off the miss, charging down the court, Madison Payne with the put-up, and Monrovia would be within points of Edgewood at the timeout, 15-11. Monrovia would keep at the game plan. Head coach Kevin Rounds rallies his Bulldogs to stay with it. Here, they would try to take the lead, down 23-22. Madison Payne gives it up to Michaela Swafford, and the senior sinks the tray, tipping the lead towards Monrovia 25-23. And the senior Swafford would like to keep that Bulldog lead. Michaela with the steal, not stopping, off the board for another one. Bulldogs lead 32-28. 2 can play at that game. An Edgewood steal. Allie Spear down the court, bringing her Mustangs within 2, 32-30 in the fourth. But Monrovia would not let up. Payne drives, sees Lee Craig, and the senior Bulldog takes care of business. Monrovia gets the edge, defeating Edgewood 45-33, the final.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. LTU recently held the DECA District 6 High School Competition. DECA stands for Distributive Education Clubs of America, where students prepare for real-world situations, which gives them the skills they need to be leaders in their future careers.
We're just looking forward to hosting an environment where students can learn a bit more about business, presentation, professional communication, and hosting that here on LTU's campus.
LTU held 826 talented students from 21 local high schools on campus, along with their teachers and parents, to take part in the DECA competition. Students competed in 26 events with nearly 100 judges working the competition. Following, there was an award ceremony for all the individuals that won their event. The competition was also a great opportunity for high school students to get the experience of being on a university campus for a whole day and see what the type of courses Lawrence Tech has to offer. If you're interested in learning more about Lawrence Technological University, head over to their website, ltu.edu, right now.
We know you love high school basketball, so we're enhancing our coverage with the State Champs Hang Time Indiana podcast featuring Greg Rakestraw and Drake Wally. Every week, it's all Indiana prep talk. Hang Time will premiere every Wednesday on all of your favorite streaming platforms, on StateChampsNetwork.com, and our State Champs Indiana Facebook page. You wanted more hoops? You got it. The Hang Time Indiana podcast, a State Champs Sports Network production. More basketball and our first look at wrestling this year is next on State Champs.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back! You're watching the highlights on State Champs!
Welcome to Fighting Irish Wrestling. We head over to Cathedral for a showdown between two of the state's premier programs. Perry and Meridian would join the bout as the defending state champs. Cathedral celebrates senior night looking back at the memories. And this would be one in the making. just to set the mood right, the Irish squad would have the lights down low, and just like that, we're off. In the 113 weight class, number 2 ranked Zeke Seltzer for the Irish, matching up with Perry Meridian's Andrew Haggerty. And just like that, Seltzer gained some momentum with a slam, and Cathedral drawing points early. They would continue to scrap, and Zeke trying to go for the openings. He would find one here, grabs Haggerty's leg, gets the takedown, and that would be enough to get Cathedral going. Seltzer takes 113 for the Irish. Now off to a close one in the 138 weight class. Perry Meridian's 8th ranked Gabe Smith would challenge 13th ranked Andrew Wilson. In a scrappy match it would be. Bullseyes grinding. Perry Meridian with a point from Smith. And here he would find the takedown. Smith working the mat. Gabe trying to bring back his Falcons. A show of power here as he makes his move. And Smith would reign victorious after the effort. Now to the 126 weight class. Perry Meridian's Anthony Cotter would tangle with the Irish 6th ranked Lucas Walenzak. A struggle for some of the match by both, but here, in opening, Walenzak would take the advantage, and the point goes to the Irish. The Irish with the takedown. Lucas would try and find the pin, driving to the mat, boom, a pin for Walenzak, and a show of sportsmanship by both teams in this match. Cathedral takes the match up over Perry Meridian, 37-19.
Now over to some more tournament play. A special thanks to our friends over at the ISC Sports Network for the highlights. South Ripley High School, the host of the Ripley County tournament, and we would catch the finals between the Bulldogs of Batesville squaring up against the Milan Indians. These two teams went at it earlier this season in December. At Milan, Batesville came out on top of that matchup 69-63, but it's always interesting when teams clash a few times a year. I think basketball fever's setting in despite the cold weather. Batesville would be out ahead in this one in the first quarter. Milan looking for some opportunities, and they would find one here. A nice pull-up by Carson Asherman. The sophomore rallies his Indians now just down by a pair. But the Bulldogs would bite back here on the next possession. Down low, RJ Powell would be in the right place at the right time. Batesville holds a 4-point lead. But hold on now, a back-and-forth game early on. The Indians would fight back. Carson Asherman again delivers a strike. The 3 falls from Milan. Neck and neck early in this tournament as we were just getting started. Before the break, Batesville would turn on the defense. Here with a takeaway on the loose ball, Tyler Myers would dish it over to Austin Seifert, and the senior tries to draw the foul, but no matter, the 3 was good. The shots just not falling for Milan in the second half, but here Matthew Reilly gets the putback shot, trying to get his Indians back into it. The ball would bounce in Batesville direction. Here Milan scrapping to fight back, but the big bomb by Sam Vagley doesn't go, however, but the back cut, the sophomore forward gets it done. Batesville would take this matchup against Milan, 65-46, and the Bulldogs crown the Ripley County champs. Welcome to Brebeuf Jesuit Prep for a night of girls basketball. Defending home base, the Braves of Brebeuf trying to bounce back after a few losses. Taking their last win in early December, the Braves would have their hands full with yet another matchup. Visiting the Tri-West Hendricks Bruins, Tri-West would also look to bounce back after a string of losses to Avon and more recently a 2-point loss to Plainfield. Each team would look to improve upon the season. To the court we go. And the Braves would try to get us rolling in the first. Brebeuf down. Off the Tri-West miss. Braves come up with the board. Down court. Rachel Moore gets it to go off the glass. Brebeuf trails. Tri-West still sticking to the game plan. Moving the rock around effectively beyond the line. Peyton Whaling over to Kenna Kirby. The freshman sinks the 3. And Tri-West takes a commanding 21-4 lead in the second. The Bruins would not let up before the break. Kirby with yet another from downtown. She would shoot 50% on the night from behind the arc. Tri-West still leads heading into the break. Tri-West trying to keep at it in the second half. Bruins swing it over to senior Maggie Cora. For the big tray, she would finish with a team high of 31 points on the night, and Bruins would still be out ahead. The Braves would look to cut down on the Bruins' lead in the second half. Here, Rachel Moore finds a 15-footer nothing but net, but the Bruins would be out in front of this one. Tri-West taking an array of shots around the field and not letting up. Freshman Adri Thompson with another 3 sailing for the Bruins as Tri-West Hendricks defeats Brebeuf Jesuit Prep 59-19 the final.
State Champs Esports is registering teams right now for the greatest League of Legends high school season and tournament in the Midwest, no, the country. Schools representing Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and Ohio are all getting in for bragging rights to be the #1 in the Great Lakes states and to claim the over $600,000 in college scholarship money. This 10-week season begins mid-February with a 2-day incredible tournament in mid-May at Lawrence Technological University. League registration and competition is all free, but only to the first 64 teams who register. Do it now at statechampsesports.net. That's statechampsesports.net. Slots are filling up fast, so don't keep your school on the sideline. Get your 5-man team together and register today. Deadline ends January 21st. State Champs Esports, the future is now.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Back again. You know me. Pepperoni Asiago. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name? Pepperoni Asiago.
I just want to eat him up.
Flavor fanatics love us because we invented flavored crust pizza with 100% real mozzarella cheese and fresh dough made daily. Now get meal deals for any budget. Hungry?
Howie's! Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. I don't know what they're putting in the water, but Randolph County is turning out some serious basketball players. Let's go and focus. Randolph County is becoming a hotbed for girls basketball. Union City, Winchester Community, and Monroe Central have had amazing teams in recent years, making for some pretty exciting county matches. But even better, state finals. 2 out of the 3 schools have made an appearance in the finals in the past 2 years, and they're looking for a three-peat.
But yeah, the competition in Randolph County is great, and looking down to all the grade levels and seeing the 7th and 8th graders play, it's going to be that way for a while.
The Lady Indians of Union City finished runner-up in the Class A state finals in the 2016-2017 season, and last year in Class 2A, the runner-up was Winchester. The Golden Bears had 2 of their main players suffer from ACL injuries in the finals, but managed to only lose the game by 4 points to Central Noble. Maddie, one of the girls who tore her ACL during that game, says she uses that loss as motivation.
We had to overcome a lot last year, and for us as a team, that was huge. To play with that kind of mental toughness, to see that we had that in us, it showed us a lot about ourselves, and that loss, it provided a lot of motivation for us that we're working with this year.
Although they have yet to make an appearance in the finals, Monroe Central is not the weakest link. They won the county tournament from 2016 to 2018 and went undefeated in their regular season last year, which includes 2 victories over Winchester and Union City.
I'm really hoping we can get back to where we were 2 years ago with the team we had. We're just as good, we're faster, so I'm really hoping that we can get farther in the tournament with the team we got this year.
The web of wins and losses are tangled between the 3, but the bottom line is 3 schools from the same county can make an appearance in the state finals for the 3rd year in a row. And if things keep going the way they are now, we may see Winchester face Monroe Central in the finals. Now that would be a night to remember. In Focus is presented by your friends at RE/MAX Evolve. #GoWithEvolve.
Welcome back to the highlights of state champs!
This is awesome!
That's right, back to the highlights, and State Champs was there for more wrestling action. This is Todd Young reporting for State Champs, and we wouldn't want to miss a beat. As we head over to Columbus East, we check out a high-caliber program with the Olympians taking on the rival Bulldogs from Columbus North. Each team putting in some work this season, keeping weight and pushing through those ranks. Now over to the heavyweights. 220 has both teams grinding it out. Columbus East Sean Tyler, a junior, would square up against North's junior Adam Bailing. North goes for the move, but East is there for the answer here. Tyler fighting for the pancake pin. Not an easy position for Bailing to escape from, but boom, Columbus East Sean Tyler with the pin, taking care of business at 220, as the Olympians would be off to a great start in this one. Now back down to the 170 weight class. Nick South, the senior for Columbus East, would welcome the challenge, and that would be Nick Holt, a junior from the Bulldogs, as they were off. South taking Holt south of the mat for this one. Not wasting time, that's a point for Columbus East. But give the day up to Columbus East. Senior Nick South gets the big pin on Holt, as the Olympians of Columbus East defeat Columbus North.
StateChampsNetwork.com is the heartbeat of the State Champs sports universe. Compelling stories, the latest blogs in recruiting and news, and the best team rankings in the state. And of course, literally hundreds of hours of all the incredible State Champs shows and highlights you can handle. State Champs covers all high school sports in both the state of Michigan and Indiana. So bookmark StateChampsNetwork.com and check back every day. And for more video and breaking news, follow State Champs on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. State Champs is your home for high school sports. The main event is next.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Hey, I ordered a large veggie with garlic herb crust.
Veggie? I thought you were more of a meat eater's man.
Oh, I am, but now I can do both. Look, flavor patch.
How does that work? What happens when that's gone?
I've got Howie bread strapped to my legs.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget.
Hungry? Howie's!
Flavor fanatics welcome.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my third year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back to State Champs. We were so excited to go out and cover the Meridian County tournament, we decided to make this game our main event for the first show of the new year. Jared Hankins and Lawrence North battling Decatur Central. Check it out. It is that time of year. Big time B-ball, State Champs back in action, the main event. All is right in the world. This week, the Hawks of Decatur Central hosting a first-round contest of the Meridian County Tournament. DC stringing together a series of wins recently, an experienced group leading the way as the Hawks looking to continue to press the pedal to the metal. The Lawrence North Wildcats and 43-year head coach Jack Kiefer rolling before falling to top-ranked Warren Central by 9 in their last bout. North had won 7 straight before that. Hoops fever quickly becoming a pandemic across the state.
The Wildcats should be sectional contenders this season, and this was a defensive battle for the most part. First half action, Rick Wedlow working. The pull-up in the paint gets cooperation from the rim. North led 17-11 in the second quarter. But the Hawks looking to counter. Senior guard Ryan Bostic, the dribble drive and the bucket. DC within a deuce as time inched towards the break. Decatur Central has a dual-sport talented junior in Kenny Tracy, dashing past defenses on the gridiron and the hardwood. Tracy had 30 in the recent win over Martinsville. Hawks up a penny at the half. This DC squad with its own version of Batman, we slow it down as Tracy penetrates the finish and the foul. Hawks still leading in the third. But the Wildcats with their own version of the Justice League. Tony Perkins over to Jared Hankins and the 6'4 senior Indiana State commit from Krypton. Big triple tied the game at 20 with 6.5 to go in the third. Hankins averaged over 15 a game last season, shot over 50% from long distance. Another bomb from beyond the arc. Lawrence North grabbed a 28-26 lead. DC would fight and keep it close. Ryan Bostic setting up in the deep corner. Count it! But the Cats finished it off in the fourth. The Perkins boys taking care of business. David up to the 6'3 senior Tony for the alley-oop. Lawrence North gets it done, defeating Decatur Central 61-45 the final.
It feels great. Me and my team, we was able to get it done. It wasn't made without teamwork. I think in the first half we came out a little selfish. We was playing selfish. That's on my part too. But we was able to pull it out. Decatur, that's a good team. They were 7-2. Of course, it's 7-3 now with the loss. But they played some pretty good teams before us, and they're no pushover team. And we kind of came out there thinking they were a pushover team, and they showed us what was up first half and some of the second half. But I feel like we were the better talented team, and we came out there, and in the fourth quarter, in the end of the third, we was able to push them out the way and get the win.
So that's all the time we have for you this week, but you can see longer versions of our highlights at statechampsnetwork.com and on our YouTube channel.
That's right, and talk to us on social media, or you can email our contact page on our website if you have big games you want to see us at, or if there's a great story that needs to be told here on State Champs.
That's right, reach out, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.